Close your eyes, feel the smoke between the legs. No right, just breath and skin tonight. The room is slow, the air is warm. Your shadow moves, it breaks the norm. Velvet echoes in my chest, your voice a pulse beneath my dress. Eyes that linger, touch that stays. We move in waves, we drift, we sway. No words, just meaning in the dark. Desire blooms, a glowing spark. The bass is breathing soft and deep. You pull me closer while I sleep. My mind dissolves, the time is gone. Your rhythm, mine, we melt as one. Whisper slow, don't let it fade. This smoky heat we've gently made. Your breath on mine, electric fire. A secret kiss, my one desire. Whisper slow, just let it be. This night's our silent melody. No sound, no fear, no end, no start. Just heartbeats sinking, burning heart. The lights collapse in shades of red. Your fingers write what's never said. Every sigh becomes the beat. Our bodies speak where words retreat. Mirror haze, your lips collide. Echoes bloom from deep inside. The night's alive, and we're the flame. Two souls without a name. Stay right here. The smoke around us disappears. The sound is pure, the world is gone. Your breath carries on. Whisper slow, don't let it fade. This smoky heat we've gently made. Your breath on mine, electric fire. A secret kiss, my one desire. Just stay till the night forgets our names. Only silence, only flame. My inner tide goes in and out without my asking or consent. It carries things I can't speak about and brings back what the deep has meant. In a tide beyond control, moving through the whole Stop resisting when it pulls and stopped holding when it returns. The tide knows what the deep soul wants better than the part that learns. In a tide beyond control, everything I feel waxes and wanes, like the light behind the clouds. Some weeks full and some weeks faint, some days quiet, some days loud. Wax and wane, this is fine. Everything moves in its own time. Wax and wane, tide and turn. This is how I live and learn. I've stopped expecting constant brightness, stopped demanding full and clear. There's a beauty in the cycle of appearing and disappear. Wax and wane, this is fine. Everything moves in its own time. Wax and wane, tide and turn. This is how I live and learn. Waning is not failing. Waxing is not winning. It's just the moon doing what the moon has always been doing. Wax and wane. Wax and wane, always returning. Velvet touch in the dark room, the kind that doesn't need the light, the kind that enters like perfume and makes itself at home at night. soft and near, velvet touch. You are here, velvet touch, warm and wide, velvet touch. Step inside, velvet touch. The language of proximity. You flew. You're a flume. Inside. Let's go. Run the night, run low. Run the night, feel the flow. Run the night, let it go. Run the night, this we know. Run the night, run low. Run the night, run low. Run the night, let it go. Run the night, this we know. Observe city is the one that only the patient get to see. After the performed and done version is finished, the free and unguarded city. Observe city, mine to read the version that proceeds without the audience. Observe city, dark and clear, the unperformed version here. Observe city, cold and wide, the city with nothing to hide. After hours, the particular, the unglamorous and spectacular. disturbing the display of the ordinary feature of the thing being itself. Observe city, mind to read the version that proceeds without the audience. Observe city, dark and clear, the unperformed version here. Observe city, cold and wide, the city with nothing to hide. After hours, the particular, the unglamorous and spectacular honesty of the late observed. Observe city, unreserved. Observe city, still observing. The city never tires of being watched. Neither do I. I leave the window open wide and let the night decide what stays. The cool air moves like quiet tide and rearranges all my days. Open window, open night. Everything that feels not right softens at the edge of air. Open window, I am there. The sounds adrift from far below are small and human, warm and near. the first time you were near. There's a particular delicacy in the signal coming clear. Pink frequency, warm and clear. The signal I'm most glad to hear. Pink frequency, soft and wide, tuning me from the inside into something soft and true. Pink frequency, only you, only ever you, only ever you. Pink frequency, broadcasting still, hoping you can hear it. You can, can't you? You can, can't you? Between the black of night and morning gray, there lives a blue that has no proper name. The sky discovers it before the day, and then the light arrives and it's the same. The blue between the nameless hour Interior noise is louder than anything the city makes. The particular and the prouder private racket that the self creates when nobody is listening. Interior noise, mine alone. The loudest thing I've known. Interior noise, dark and clear. The most deafening thing in here. Interior noise, cold and wide. The loudest version of inside. Not the city and its traffic, not the building and its graphic. Ordinary, just the interior. Interior noise, the superior volume. I've learned to live alongside the interior noise without fighting it. The particular and the inside sound of the self, inviting it to be as loud as it needs. Interior noise, mine alone. The loudest thing I've known. Interior noise, dark and clear. The most deafening thing in here. Interior noise, cold and wide. The loudest version of inside. Not the city and its traffic, not the building and its graphic. Ordinary, just the interior. Interior noise, the superior volume. Interior noise, still running at full volume. The city outside is quieter. The inside never is. That's fine. That's just the condition. I keep my eyes on the low horizon, not the peaks that others climb. The line where earth and sky keep rising slowly in their own good time. Low horizon, Everything at room temperature. No extremes, no burning cold. Just the ordinary texture of a night that's growing old. Room temperature, just right. Perfectly adjusted night. Room temperature, soft and even. No more reasons for not believing. I've been chasing heat and ice, extremes that felt like living, forgetting that the in-between is nice, forgetting the beauty of just giving. Room temperature, just right. Perfectly adjusted night. Room temperature, soft and even. No more reasons for not believing. Not too much of anything, not too little either. Just the quiet balancing of someone learning to breathe here. Room temperature, finally comfortable in my own air. I've been carrying the weight of nothing, mistaken empty for a load, treating silence like it's something heavy on the midnight road. Put it down, it was never there. All that weight was only air. Weight of nothing, let it fall. It was barely there at all. Weight of nothing, open hands, finally starting just the surface, the social and the managed. The interior has its own purpose, the unedited and candid account of everything. Interior monologue, mine and real, the truest version of the feel. Interior monologue, dark and white, the loudest thing on the inside. Interior monologue, cold and clear, the only conversation here that matters. Speak it quietly to yourself. Interior monologue doesn't need an audience. It is the audience. That's fine. You left a residue behind. The kind that settles into things. Into corners of my mind. Into the quiet that evening brings. Residue of what was real. The softest kind of what I feel. Residue, warm and thin. A trace of where you've always been. Residue, mine to keep. This thing inside the deep. I find it in the strangest places, in the pause before I speak, in the gaps between the faces of every ordinary week. Residue of what was real.